It's Pride Month, everyone! And I wanted to share with you some of my personal queer stories. Now, this one does take place in the South and goes over workplace harassment for being transgender. So, if this is not something that you're in the headspace for, feel free to move along, and I hope to see you in the next video. Like I said, this took place when I was still living in the South down in Florida. And as we all know, it's not a very accepting place for anyone part of the LGBTQ plus community. This was when I worked in culinary, and they would post our schedules on a bulletin board for everybody to see, including our full name. They mostly do that so that people can see who has what days if anyone wants to do swaps and stuff. Now, at this time, I went by my chosen name, and that was what was on my name tag and what everybody knew me as. However, they posted my dead name on my schedule for everybody to see. One night after we were done cleaning up the kitchen and we were getting ready to leave, I see a coworker staring at the bulletin board. She looks at me and I can already tell it's gonna be weird. I asked if she wanted to swap days, if that's why she was looking, because she started pointing at my schedule slot. She's like, "Is this you? Is this you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. Is there a day that you want to swap?" And she then read out my dead name. And I told her, "Hey, that's something I don't like to go by. Please refer to me by the name you see on my name tag and how I introduced myself." I was hoping to just leave it at that, but that's not where it ended. The next day, she started making it really weird and uncomfortable at the workplace. Myself and my other coworkers that were allies were trying to explain to her that I am not a girl and I am not a boy. I use they them pronouns and to refer to me by the name that I introduced myself with. Simple. Almost everybody else there got that and was fine. Of course, you had those people that were still tripping up on the they them because I was the first person to have those pronouns in their experience. But otherwise, everyone was pretty accepting, except for her. It started getting bad. She was yelling and screaming, not in a normal culinary way, like, "Hey, we need an order over here, like, we're in the weeds," kind of thing. No, like, in an aggressive, targeted way. She started slamming stuff around me. Again, we're in the kitchen, we're dealing with hot items and food items and sharp so and, like, all that. So she starts, recklessly, banging stuff around me that could, spill really hot liquids that could burn me, slamming stuff around me, being hyper aggressive. It got so bad that I went to the chef assistant and asked if I could leave, and he immediately said, "Yes, like, this is not a safe environment for you. Please do what's best for you." So I did. I left early because I was just not feeling safe. I was not comfortable what was happening, and I shouldn't have to put up with that. I come in the next day and I'm talking to some staff members about what happened. Now, my chefs were informed. My chef assistant on the team informed them as to what happened, but they didn't approach me. Someone else from a different team, the hospitality team, overheard what happened, was appalled, and then reported it. When the chefs were then told that a case was going to be opened for harassment, they came to me saying, like, "Oh, how are you doing? We thought you were okay, that you handled it." Like, I had to leave the workplace, and you thought everything was okay? A case opened, they looked into it, and they go, "Oh, she was just ignorant and she was taken by surprise. There's nothing that we're gonna do to reprimand her." And then they made me move positions. Like, I had to leave the restaurant I was working in to work at a nearby restaurant under the same franchise because of her. Like, I was frustrated. All of my friends were angry and upset that this was the decision that was made. Eventually, they switched me back to my original restaurant and they moved her out. But yeah, and that's part of what it's like being openly transgender and non-binary down in the South. So please be careful, be smart, make sure you have allies with you and people you can trust. and know that you are accepted within our community, that we see you and we want you to live your full, happy, authentic life. Enjoy your Pride Month, enjoy who you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!